Good morning to you, and I thank you for joining us. A Youngsville man is in jail this morning, charged with the trafficking of children for sexual purposes. A 26-year-old Michael Blackburn was arrested on an active warrant from Lafayette police. Police tell us Blackburn met a juvenile at a downtown nightclub on August 10th, then brought the juvenile back to his hotel room and paid for sex. Blackburn is in the Lafayette Parish Jail with a bond of $50,000. The case, we're told, is still under investigation. Meanwhile, Ville Platte police are investigating the death of an 18-year-old. According to Police Chief Perry Thomas, the victim was found suffering from a gunshot wound Friday night in the 600 block of East Huey P. Long Road. We're told he died from his injuries. We'll bring you more information, of course, as we learn more about what actually happened there. Then a Eunice family is outraged after learning their toddler's gravesite was vandalized. We're told it was only 2 years ago, and he was only 2 years old when he died of a seizure. The family told our News 10 Rodriguez Taylor, and excuse me, that was a year ago. All they want is for someone to be held responsible for this.
This is the gravesite of 2-year-old Akeem Caesar. The family says it has been difficult living without him, and now they're hurting even more after getting a call that someone vandalized his gravesite.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to do anything until I find out who actually did this.
Devin Fontenot, the father of Akeem Caesar, says he was at his house sleeping when his mother woke him up and told him to rush to his son's gravesite because it was wrecked.
We had been put like stuff all over the grave. It was decorated nice, and then when we came, it was completely cleared.
He says his son's gravesite was the only one touched, and all the items on the grave were thrown in the ditch across the street.
There's no way that the items could get over the fence without somebody, actually physically carrying everything over the fence.
We have been living through
hell and back.
And to have to get a phone call saying that my grandson's stuff was thrown like he was a dog, I just can't believe this.
We want the public to know we're tired, and this is a tragic thing that happened, and my family's about to relive this again next month on Thanksgiving Day. While everybody's thankful, we're going to be sitting there reliving this devastating, tragic event that happened.
Anyone with information, contact the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office. In Evangeline Parish, Rodriguez Taylor, KLFY News 10.
In Lafayette, the district attorney's office has made their first conviction of a fentanyl-related murder. News 10's Zane Cahogue spoke with the DA, Don Landry, and his team to find out why this case sends an important message.
What this does is this shows our community will not stand for this anymore. We're done. And this is our line in the sand, and this sends that message loud and clear.
In December of 2021, Jean-Thérèse Broussard traveled with her friends to downtown Lafayette, where they unknowingly purchased fentanyl-laced drugs from Damien Bernard. As a result of taking the drugs, Broussard died of an overdose, and her friends were transported to a medical facility for treatment. Bernard would later be arrested for selling the drugs, and Thursday, a jury would unanimously decide Bernard was guilty of second-degree murder. Assistant District Attorneys Lance Beal and Roya Bustani say this verdict represents a change in the judicial system as they crack down on those who sell fentanyl.
And this conviction sends a message that if you do this, we will come after you. And there is a life sentence to it. And a jury followed the law of Louisiana, and that law is a life sentence.
If we can save one life, we are doing our job. We are hoping to save many lives.
As Louisiana's first guilty verdict of murder by way of fentanyl has resulted in life in prison for Bernard, District Attorney Don Landry wants their message to be heard loud and clear.
We hope that this will send a clear message about the dangers of fentanyl and also the dangers of dealing fentanyl. This case should send that message out.
Broussard's father and brother say they will continue to try to save lives in her honor. So new information for you. After initially declining to seek the gavel for House Speaker, Louisiana Congressman Mike Johnson announces he's throwing his bid for that seat. Johnson is citing the ongoing Israeli conflict with Hamas, emboldening him to run for Speaker of the House. Now, this comes after California Congressman Jim Jordan lost in a third vote to take that position. on a Friday. So here's a letter of intention sent out to us yesterday. It says in part, quote, "At this critical junction, our House Republican majority must provide principled leadership. It is our duty to chart a new path and answer with clarity and conviction who we are, why we are here, and what we are fighting for," end quote. Meanwhile, in Eunice, police are searching for 2 suspects responsible for installing a credit card reader at a local grocery store to steal bank account information. The suspects can be seen right here on this store surveillance, installing that reader and then leaving the store. News 10's Zane Hogue is bringing us the details on this search and how common this crime has come to be.
Here in Eunice, this Walmart is the latest victim of an ongoing issue of lawbreakers putting credit card scammers on top of card payment machines in an attempt to steal your money and personal information. Eunice police posted these images of surveillance video inside of the Walmart showing 2 unidentified suspects distract the cashier and install the card skimming device before leaving the store and running to a nearby shopping center where they were no longer seen on video. As the search continues for the suspects, Chris Babin with the Better Business Bureau says reports of businesses dealing with these types of crime have continued to increase each year as fewer people pay with cash.
Last year in 2022, there were over 161,000 reports throughout the country of those types of devices being installed at the point-of-sale systems.
In cases like this where a card reader was placed in a grocery store, customers that use that register can notice fraudulent activity and trace it back to the Walmart by monitoring their bank account. There are also tips both customers and business owners can utilize to prevent these types of crimes from taking place.
As a consumer, a lot of times you'll see security tape and things that are on there to let you know that it hasn't been tampered with. So that's some of the things you'd want to look out for before swiping or inserting your card. A business, just know that sometimes these people are pretty good. It doesn't take them long to tamper with the device, so keep them in public sight. Even if you have cameras, make sure cameras are able to catch activity around those, just in case something like that would happen.
Customers are also advised to shake the card reader before inserting your card. If it's loose, it may have been tampered with. And anyone with information regarding the identity or location of the 2 suspects is asked to contact Eunice Police. Here in Eunice, I'm Zane Hogue for KLFY News 10.
All right, the St. Martin Police Department is doing something special for the little ones. Hey, even the grown folk are out there too. For the community Halloween week from October 27th to October 31st, that's between 3:45 in the morning to 7 p.m. at night. Kids can look for Officer Detroit Johnson and K9 Low-Key as the first 38 children and their parents to spot his patrol vehicle. Flag them down now to take a picture, and you will get a special Halloween gift bag as well. I gotta get a good look at him there. Flag him down, they say. Flag him down.
Do you have inside information where he's going to be at?
No,
okay.
I wish I did.
Well, you're the senior reporter. You're supposed to be reporting on this.
Yeah, I know. Hey, my tip is follow the dog treats.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's talk weather.
Yeah, it's a foggy morning here in Acadiana, the foggiest we've been in a long, long time. We have a dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. Current time outside now, right now for everybody, inside too, is 7:08. There's a look at Ambassador Caffrey. Getting a little bit better, but not by much. It's even hard to see the pavement there. Temperatures here in the upper 60s in Lafayette. And look at the fog down across New Iberia. Can't even see the sky right now. Can't even see Highway 90 there that usually we can in the distance. There's the parking lot. Temperatures mid to upper 60s in New Iberia as well. So we're going to start off foggy. Visibility start to slowly improve over the next hour or so. A lot of clouds today. Still hot, still humid. Temperatures going into the upper 80s. It wasn't too humid yesterday, but you're going to notice the muggier air today. Look at the visibilities. 1/4 mile everywhere. Pretty much. Jennings is at 2 miles, but still some dense fog there across parts of Jeff Davis and Acadia Parish. Fog forecast starts to show the fog is starting to get a little bit lighter as we go closer to about 8 to 9 a.m. So the next hour to 2 hours here, and then even some fog still lingering, I think, late in the morning, possibly along the coast. We just have one of those really dense fogs right now that will take a while for it to burn off. Storm Team 10 radar, quiet, no problems there. Rain chance is very, very minimal over the next 5 to 7 days. Models trying to bring in some showers across the western parts of the state as we get to the end of the upcoming work week. Temperatures right now mid to upper 60s. It's much milder than yesterday at this time on your Saturday morning. We're about 10 to 15 degrees, almost 20 degrees warmer up across Alexandria and Ritter. And those dew points have come up since yesterday as well. So it's definitely much more humid outside. It definitely feels damp. The fog's making that feel that way as well. It's almost a mist. That's how thick the fog is this morning. I noticed that in my headlights as I was coming into the KLFY studios there a few hours ago. Temperatures going into the upper 80s today, hot and humid. Look at all the clouds. Not rainfall though with those clouds, just a cloudy mess here across Texas, Louisiana, and that goes all the way over to Florida as well. So they won't be living up to their name of the Sunshine State today. Temperatures going into the mid to upper 80s. You notice that Future Track has a couple showers in there. I'm going to keep rain chances off. It's not worth putting in there 5 to 10% rain chances each and every day. That would be it. Mid to upper 60s tonight. We'll redo it all again tomorrow. More fog tonight, tomorrow morning for the commute into school or work there, and a lot of clouds again on Monday. With temperatures back in the mid to upper 80s. Really quiet weather all the way for the next really 7 to 10 days. I'm looking ahead. It doesn't really show much on the models until possibly the beginning of November. Coming in a nice cold front then, but even then it continues to push that further and further back. Hot, humid, mostly cloudy. That's what we're going to have this Sunday. Now we have a lot of fog this morning. Mid to upper 60s each night, mid to upper 80s every day here. 7-day forecast looks very stagnant. Not much going on. Partly cloudy skies Tuesday. That's the only real change. Everything else will be partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies with some unseasonably hot weather and muggy weather for the next several days. Renee's pointing at me again. You know, I look over and you're pointing at me. You got a mean face on.
Lord directing.
I'm in the zone. I'm talking about the weather, and I look over and you're just pointing and shaking your finger at me. You say, "Get over now."
All right. Well, we want to thank you again for your fabulous donuts that you brought. Well, the box is not that full. That was from like the first hour.
That like caramel looking one that's on the right side over there.
No, I'm too deep now.
What about the Fruity Pebble one?
Yeah, I didn't fool with that one. I had the coconut one is gone.
Looks messy.
Yeah, the coconut is gone, and then
what's that blue one?
That swirl one is gone. I don't know if the blue one is still there.
Is that blue raspberry, or what do you think that is?
Yeah, I didn't want to fool with it because I didn't want my tongue blue. All right.
We wouldn't want that.
We thank you for that, Coach, my friend. All right, and coming up here on the Passe Partout, due to the recent drought in